Hi, everybody. It's Jim, and this is
Eileen Sherbo.
okay. So, is Trump trying to nation build? He's trying to just take every nation over. We'll discuss that. Let's look at the President Trump's actions in South America, Venezuela to be exact. President Trump sent some ships and aircraft into the Caribbean, as we all know, about a few months ago now. Why? He did this to put pressure on Maduro, President Maduro of Venezuela. As you know, it didn't work. President Maduro just hunkered down, got more defiant.
Oh yeah?
Then President Trump's next move was to start blowing up narco ships, or not ships, speedboats to be exact, okay, that were headed for the U.S., loaded heavily with what? Toys? No, narcotics. And this has been killing over 100,000 Americans a year. So, yes, it's true. It's been losing maybe 200,000, maybe 300, but we do know it's over 100,000.
Because of the dictator,
Who's the dictator?
Donald Trump.
Okay. See what the media says? So, then we have President Trump moved the most powerful naval force on the face of the earth, the Gerald Ford Carrier Group, the whole Carrier Group, down into the Caribbean. And what did he do? He did a full blockade of the whole side of the Caribbean, all the way around Caracas, all the way around Venezuela, air, water, and land eventually. Why did he do this? Eileen, why?
A little orange man.
Really? That's why he did it?
Yes.
He's trying to make up for being little and orange. So he brings the biggest aircraft carrier group down into the Caribbean. Okay, leftist. Then it gets really interesting after, as you know, substantial amount of warnings, posturing. President Trump, in the still of night, early morning, in minutes, removes a real dictator, Maduro, and brings him to the United States for justice.
Trump, he killed all the fishermen.
Okay, that's what they say. They're just fishermen. Oh my God, Trump has now declared war on on sovereign nations. You know, Venezuela. He also warned Brazil and a few others, right? Yeah, he's declaring war because a blockade is technically a war. So that's what they run with. He also warned now Mexico, yes he did, for land strikes, and Greenland. This is true. I don't, he's what? Whatever, what's he doing?
See, I told you, he is a dictator.
And what kind of king? What did you tell me earlier? Hey, come on. What kind of king?
He's a ruthless king.
That's what they tell her. She hears that all the time at work. Wow. Let's look at this closer, okay? And also we stopped those ships that were coming in with oil on them. Why do you do that, Eileen? It's not on here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what's that gonna do? Starve the people, maybe? Is that why he's doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. That's what they tell her. Well, here's what we got. All of these narco states are in our hemisphere. That means, to make it into military tactical terms, they're all within less than 24-hour striking distance on our shores. Okay. These narco terrorists, which they were declared at, have been killing so many people. So the Constitution says that President Trump is supposed to protect the American people, and that's what he's doing. Against themselves, against the drugs. Also, what's going on is for the last few years, and they don't tell you this on the news, I can say it now, Russia, China, Iran, and some South Korea, you don't hear that on the news, are operating in our hemisphere, down in the Caribbeans, also up by Canada's east side, north, above Greenland, on Greenland. They're subs, ice cutters, military equipment, ships, planes, bombers, fighters, a lot of surveillance daily, Russia and China. Look at the map, it's not very far from us. When they shoot ballistic missiles or anything actually, the quickest way is for them to come over Greenland into the United States. And you can't discount that. So if we don't do something in there soon, and hopefully it's not too late, they will, they are. Okay, they is the Chinese, the Russians, mostly. So this is really important. The taking of oil. So there have been embargoes put on Russia over the Kyiv issues, or the Ukraine issues. People wanted to help Ukraine so badly. Well, that's what's funding Russia, is China and getting this oil going through Venezuela, and Venezuela oil going out also with it. And they're getting it for like $2 a barrel. Sometimes, and these aren't big barrels like you're thinking. They're smaller barrels. I think they're like 35-gallon barrels. Fact check me on that. So it's illegal, and the way they was doing it on top of that's illegal. Turning off transponders, flying under false flags, stuff like that. Come in there with law enforcement, with the Marines, with Special Ops SOG, okay, Special Operations Groups. This is all legal for the president to do. He doesn't need Congress to know right away. 60 days. And it's not a war, okay? So stopping that oil will help put more pressure again on Russia and China and slow the mechanized units down in the Ukraine. You got to think this through, people. I've been there many a times. Ukraine, and don't tell me I haven't. I got the scars to prove it. Ukraine, Russia was Ukraine back then. Czechoslovakia, all those areas. Warsaw, Poland. But anyways, it's not about me. It's about all Americans. And here we go, Greenland. Now, let's talk about Greenland. Denmark's wanting to interfere. The EAU, or whatever the hell you want to call them, they're wanting to interfere. We could take them all at once. It's okay for everybody to protect themselves, but we can't protect ourselves or our people. But we should lose 100,000 plus people a day. What happened about the children? How many of your kids accidentally took fentanyl? and are dead. Think about that. Wake up, America. Wake the hell up. Okay? So, what do you think about that, Eileen?
Oh, God bless America, Donald Trump.
Trump,
Ah.
if they stay out of this, okay, Trump will definitely make Greenland wealthier, and he'll make us safer and wealthier. How? Okay, we're talking safer. I already talked to you about the directions and missiles. Money, Trump could offer them a lump sum. Trump could make a deal. We get so many mineral rights, rare earth. There are lots of rare earth minerals up there that we need for the data center. And if you have a smartphone, quit bitching about the data centers, because right now data centers are burning up because the regular cables going into them are not heavy enough. I know because I build this kind of stuff. And we have to build, if you want your cell phones and your robots and your electric cars and whatnot, which we're way past a new power grid. We're trying to build that now, okay? So we'll make security, we'll make money, Greenland will make money. So that's one of many deals he could make, or make him like a Puerto Rico deal, you know? I really don't see a statehood coming to them, and I really don't see any armed conflict from us. That is just a card that they're throwing down out there to negotiate and apply pressure because of the Europeans running their mouths as usual. Okay? So that's in a nutshell, people. I love America. I just don't love the way these dirty bastards have been taking our freedoms and selling us out to China. COVID should have woke you up. My wife doesn't truly believe that he's a bad guy. She sees that he's doing this for the people of America and to make us great again. Have a good day. Please subscribe. I'll put my YouTube channel on there. I cannot get this moving forward without you at least liking and subscribing would be even better. Thank you and have a good day. God bless America. There is hope.